What's up YouTube? Welcome to Fred's Full Throttle. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to replace the battery in the key fob for a C7 Corvette. Let's get right into it. So in a prior video, which I'll put right here, and a link in the description, I was unable to get into the car. I hadn't had it on a charger for about 2 months, and I went to go get in the car. We had a nice warm day in the fall before I had kind of taken it off the road and put it on the charger, and was unable to get into the car. I was able to eventually get in. I used the special mechanism in the back with a physical key, but I wasn't able to actually figure out what was going on with the car. You can see that this is still the case. The key doesn't do anything. I can hold down panic. Nothing's happening. I did some homework on this, and I had a few people reach out and comment on that video saying that they basically had the same thing happen, and that it's just a feature of the battery in the key. When it runs down, it's unable to give a strong enough signal, or maybe any signal, in order to unlock the car. So I've had the car for about 4 years, and it's probably not a real surprise that the battery's worn out, so I'm going to show you how to do that. Alright, so I've got both of the keys right here. This is my primary driving key, and then this is the one that I use as a spare if I ever needed it. That hasn't been the case. When I was unable to get into the car, it turned out that both of them were dead, so that didn't really help me. So I've got both of those, and then this is the type of battery that you need to replace it with. It's a 2032 battery. You can see it's kind of a thin cell, but basically I bought a 4-pack. It was about $12, I think, at CVS. It's a 3-volt lithium battery. And these, I mean, from my own experience, it lasted about 3.5 years. I obviously was having some problems at the end, so you know, I'd probably change them out every 3 years and you'll be fine. So first, I'm going to show you the trick here. So the key here, pun intended, the key here is you first open it up, but then you flip the key over like so. And then you take this and you can actually see there's a rectangular space here, and you press in and you can see that it opens up the side of the key a little bit. And then you put it in and you twist a little further. And what that does is that actually unseats, there's all these little clasps that hold it, and you basically pull it apart. Now it feels pretty sketchy, but it's pretty easy, and as long as you don't force it, you're not going to have any troubles. So this is what's inside of the key. You have your little circuit board that sits on inside of there, and then you've got your battery, which is, you know, kind of tucked in here. All right, so to get it out, it's actually kind of a pressure fitting that holds it in. And so there's a little notch in the plastic, and I'm just using a paper clip. And you basically stick it in here, put a little bit of pressure, and it pops right out. And so what you can see is that this, let's see if we can get that on the camera, 2032, it's not focusing real well, but it's 2032. You can see it's the same size as the batteries here. So we'll open this up. Pop the battery out. We've got our old one, which is Panasonic. We've got our new one, which is Duracell. Pop the new battery in. So the way that this works, these little golden tabs here go against the buttons, and you can see the layout of the buttons here are like there's 2 vertically and then there's 3 horizontally, which obviously if you flip it over, you can see how that's laid out. Oh, that's interesting. So I have a manual, so there's no auto stop start, but you can see where there's actually a spot for where that would probably be. At least that's my guess. Anyway, so I'm going to flip this over. And so these little pins here, you can see that they kind of wedge in against this green piece. So you only have one corner that doesn't have that, and so that shows you the orientation. You take the key, flip that back over, basically just sort of squeeze as you go around. You pop the key back in, and now if we flip around to the car, look at that. All right, nice. So I can get into the car now instead of having a giant $70,000 paperweight. Let's do the other one real quick, like so. Flip the key over. Pressure fit all the way around. And let's see how that works. Look at that. Oh, that's nice. All right. So that's all there is to it. Now I've got probably about 3 more years of these things working before I need to replace them again. And I've got 2 spare batteries for whenever I need to. So for 2021, I've got some big things planned. I'm going to be doing some events at various racetracks. I've got a bunch of things I want to do with the car. that are going to be pretty exciting. I've got some brand new routes planned for Sunday drives where we're going to go all over New England and find some of the best roads, complete with the directions so that you can go and enjoy them yourself. And so I've also got a pretty big surprise planned for later this year in the channel, and I'm going to be looking for viewer input on what to do. So please stick around, consider subscribing, and until next time, Fred out.